What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. All my Juice World fans, go ahead and stand up, okay? Let yourself be known. Comment down below in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and put that prompt out there early. Now, I was just reading on Hip Hop DX that Juice WRLD's estate just sold off his music catalog. This is crazy. This is unprecedented, man. Number one, it's very rare to see an artist so young, so early in the game. Of course, he's not gonna have a lot of catalog, being that he passed away at a young age, but typically the estate, the family, all of those people would hold on to the music maybe 10, 15, 20 years before they consider selling. So this is kind of crazy, man. Let's get into the details. According to Billboard, Juice WRLD's music was sold off in a deal that's reportedly worth 9 figures, okay? Now y'all know 7 figures is anywhere between 1 to 9. 8 figures would be 10 and up. 9 figures is like 100 million. I didn't even know that Juice WRLD's music catalog was worth that much. I mean, they basically valued it much higher than some very established acts out there that have sold their music catalogs in recent years. So this is a wild situation, bro. Independent record label and music publisher Opus Music Group now will own 90% of Juice WRLD's masters and publishing catalog on everything that he ever released. And when you think about that, that's 2 albums in life, 2 albums in death, a collaborative mixtape with Future, a solo mixtape, and 9 EPs. I mean, that is a pretty extensive catalog. I'm not sure how much of that music was being monetized on before he passed away. Even still, like I said, man, just with the timing, it's crazy to think that they put so much money towards this. Now, the question that I have to ask is who all was running his estate. I don't know if his mother was even included in that estate. I do know Lil Bibby was definitely part of that. I know Interscope had a hand in that as well. And this sale comes about 2 months after Juice WRLD's cousin called out the late rapper's ex-girlfriend and labeling people for manipulating him while he was here. What's interesting to me is that Lil Bibby actually came out last year and talked about how running Juice WRLD's catalog and keeping all of that together was a very exhaustive job. Clearly, he had intentions of offloading that responsibility. I can't necessarily say that I blame him. He does run a very small label. He's the head of a company. He's had issues with other artists that didn't want to be there after he got them popping. I don't even know if Lil Bibby still wants to be an executive in the industry, to be completely honest. I think he may enjoy just kind of living and existing, getting back to music, you know what I'm saying? I know he was running the Juice WRLD Fest and all of that stuff as well, but it does kind of take a lot to uphold the integrity of an entire person when they're not here, because you have to try to make the decisions that that person would like to make, but then you also have to make business decisions that could possibly go against that person's interests and integrity at the same time, but you got to try to walk that balance. At one point, him and Grade A Music were basically saying that the fans were attacking him for trying to balance that responsibility, right? People say we don't put out enough music, but then they say we do it for money. I will try my best, but I am human and I have feelings. This is not an easy job. People making crazy allegations and saying hurtful things. I want to put out music because I know that's what Juice wanted and I know the fans want it, but I sometimes want to quit. It had gotten so bad that a lot of fans were allegedly saying F Bibby, you know what I'm saying? And he had to actually kind of hold the album out like, if y'all keep playing with me, I'm not going to put this next project out. Not to mention the fact that there were some pending leaks that were coming out as well from fans that were just too excited. People, I don't even know how they got the music. You know, I just talked about this same issue with Trippie Redd in another video of people that are somehow getting their hands on unreleased music from artists, and it's kind of mysterious. I don't think that the engineers are leaking this music, but I don't know how they're hacking in. I don't know if it's an IP thing. I don't know if it's a Google thing, a Dropbox thing, an IP situation. I really don't know. All of the above could be part of it. I can definitely understand and relate to where Bibby is coming from, but I just wasn't expecting to see a 9-figure deal of Juice WRLD's catalog. This is kind of roaming under the radar of the industry. It's not being heavily talked about. I just happened to run across it and I'm like, yo, I got to talk about this. I just hate the fact that reading this whole article, I didn't see any mention of this man's mother. I need to know, is she included? Is she getting a cut, at least 10%, 15%, 20%, something for birthing this man, for raising him up? He doesn't seem to have a huge family left behind, so they definitely deserve to be compensated more than these companies, especially not Interscope or whoever the big company is, because they didn't really play a role in growing him. He was already who he was when they came into the fold to sign him for $3 million. That's why they gave it to him. And the only thing that we can hope moving forward is that this new company, Opus Music, does right by the music moving forward. I mean, they now own 90%. That's a high percentage, you know what I'm saying? That means that they may go out and do licensing deals, do a whole string of remixes to his music, re-releases. I mean, once a company buys your music, they're gonna have so many different plans of what they can do, and it can easily tarnish that person's legacy if you plaster them around too much. I'm also interested to know if this 9-figure deal includes anything about his image, name, and likeness as well. These are all things that are important, especially when it comes to family members, because it could be a situation, I was just talking to my lady about this, where I wonder if his family would even have the rights to, memorialize him properly moving forward, without being hit with a cease and desist or with some kind of challenge based on ownership. All of these things are just looming questions that I don't have the answer to. But again, let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. If you're a Juice WRLD fan, let me know if you like this deal. Do you dislike this deal? What are y'all feelings about this whole situation, man? Be sure to like and share this video. And if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and hit that post notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, man. I ain't gonna hurt you. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag. Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag.